beauty queens, and welcome back to my channel where you learn super fun, exciting, and easy beauty and fashion tips on a weekly basis. So if you haven't yet subscribed, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, turn those post notifications on, and let's get into the video. Alright, so I'm really excited to bring this video to you guys because I'm going to be teaching you how to wax your eyebrows at home. I know, don't freak out. You guys are like, oh heck no, like I'm about to come out here looking crazy with one eyebrow, blah, blah, blah. No, it's super simple and safe, and as long as you follow my instructions, you should be good.
I hope.
I have honestly been doing my own eyebrows for years now. I stopped going to professionals because literally every single time I would go, I never knew what I was gonna get. Sometimes I came out looking fleeky.
Sometimes I came out looking like Bon Qui Qui.
Okay, like early 2000s, pencil thin eyebrows. We're gonna nip that in the bud. I'm gonna teach you guys how to do that at home, and plus it's a waste of money. Like, we are already high maintenance, honey. We already have to get our nails done, our hair done, whatever. I'm gonna help you keep a little more money in your pockets. Okay guys, so let's get into the video.
It's crazy, but let's go. I don't know about you, but I'm ready. I don't care if it snows. I guess I'm out of my mind. Take me back to Manhattan, back to the city where the magic happens. You wear your suit and tie and I will wear my satin. When all the lights are bright and we won't even.
All right, you already know the drill. Super close and personal, just how I like it. Okay, first things first, I need to take this makeup off because I'm not about to do my eyebrows with a full face. No, that's not cute. I'm gonna have makeup and wax all mixed together. So let's do that right now. Yes, okay, there she is, the real me. All right guys, so I'm gonna tell you the tools that you're going to need to wax your eyebrows. You're going to need the Nair wax strips. I mean, obviously there are other brands, but I like the Nair ones, so I would just recommend going with those. They're super clean and simple, and you can trim them to whatever size you want, so I would just use those. Then I use a little spoolie to brush my brows, and you're going to need some eyebrow scissors and tweezers. All right, so let's do it. All right, so we're gonna start by brushing our eyebrows in an upward motion because really what we want to do is trim the excess hairs, because you know sometimes like
they get super long and then you look like a spider. It's like it's like really weird.
So you're going to just trim the excess hair. You shouldn't really trim anything lower than the natural shape of your brow. What you want to do is just trim anything that comes over, like, see, this is like my natural shape right here. So anything that comes over that part, I'm gonna trim that off. So I already trimmed some, so not much is coming over this part right here, but if, as you can see here, all of that is excess like hairs that I'm just gonna trim. It's just gonna make my eyebrows look a lot more neat. Down here at the back of the eyebrow, that part can get a little tricky, guys. You do not want to trim that too low
because honey, like I've done it before and you will look crazy.
So I really don't even like to trim this part, and I'm not going to advise you to do it either because, you know, I'm scared you guys will mess it up and then be upset. So we're going to just leave the back part alone. So obviously you just do that on both sides. Dang, my eyebrows are bushy. So y'all could not really see what was going on up under that makeup. Like, y'all probably were like,
oh, it doesn't look that bad.
No, my eyebrows needed done. I had to let them grow out.
So I could do this video for you guys.
I wouldn't go past the peak of your eyebrow. Don't really trim down here. Don't do it. Don't do it. All right, so now as you can see, you know, they're a little bit neater when you brush upwards. There shouldn't be like long hairs coming all the way up here. They should all pretty much be in line with the natural shape of your brow. And that is talk up here because I have it so zoomed in you can't see my mouth. Basically, the whole goal for your eyebrows is for them to look natural. All right, you don't want them to be too thin. You also don't want them to be too like bushy and wild. So my rule of thumb is always just go with the shape of your brow. Go with the natural shape. All right, don't try to create this arch that is non-existent because you're gonna be looking like the McDonald's arches. It's gonna look crazy. Literally just go with your shape, especially if you're doing it at home. Please Okay, please do not get crazy with these arches, all right? Okay, like I said, only wax the stuff that is clearly growing over the natural shape of your brow. So any of the excess hairs that I'm seeing like growing up here, that is what I'm gonna wax. I'm not waxing like the thick hairs right here because this is the natural shape of my brow. I don't want them to be too thin. So you're gonna open up your box of wax, and they have 2 sizes of wax strips. They have the big ones like this, and then they also have the small ones. We're gonna use the small wax strips for now because they're just gonna be easier to trim. But as we run out of the small wax strips, I use the big ones too. I'm not wasteful over here, okay? So what you're gonna do is cut this wax strip in half like this. Okay, because you need them to be short so you have some control. So after we cut it in half like this, we are going to now turn it like this, and then we're gonna cut it in half to make the wax part where the pink is. We wanna make that skinnier. So like I said, we have more control. We do not want too much wax and then we're waxing off our brows. We're looking crazy. No, okay? We
don't want to look like a plucked chicken.
We want to look like a baddie, okay? Now, the thing that I really like about this wax is you literally don't have to warm it up, because I know some of the waxes, like you have to warm it up with your hands and all that, and it gets like really messy and stuff. You don't have to worry about that with this. So we're gonna separate the wax, all right? Save the other half for the other brow. And then I'm going to place this first piece of wax on the part of the brow. Like I said, don't go too far down.
Don't be down here, be right here.
All right, see? Here's where all my little excess hairs are, all right? So then, and this is really just to create like a clean line. This is not to like, you know, reshape my brows by any means, okay? I'm not that much of a professional that I'm about to be reshaping, creating new shapes and all that, okay? So then you just do a little rub-a-dub-dub. You just rub it so that it's collecting all the hairs that you need to be waxed off. You're gonna grab the paper and you're gonna tear away from the direction that the hairs are naturally growing. So these hairs are growing this way, so I'm gonna tear that way, okay? Hold the skin tight and tear. I hope you can see, but there's like hairs that were torn off, okay? It's better to have to go in and pluck some extras that the wax didn't catch than you getting too close and you waxing part of your brows. There's a few hairs in here that I'm gonna pluck off because they're clearly just out of place, all right? So I'm going to now go to this end. So I just waxed the first half of my brow. Where the highest point is, I'm gonna wax that point down, all right? You don't wanna go and try to wax all of this at the same time because you're gonna be getting way in over your head, all right? And your eyebrow's gonna come off. So you don't need to get too close. It's unnecessary and it's dangerous, all right? Rub and pull away from the direction of your brows. See, there's the hair. All right, so the top is good to go so far, all right? So now I'm gonna go in and I'm going to just pull the hairs that the wax didn't get. All right, so now the top of my brow is looking super clean on this side compared to this side. As you can see, you know, there's all these like little hairs and stuff like that on this side of my brow because I haven't like done it yet. So now we are going to go ahead and get those little bad boys down at the bottom. Okay, so now we're going to wax the bottom, all right? Now this part can be a little bit tricky because you really have to be careful. So what I like to do is just honestly go as far away from the natural shape of my brow as possible, just to get like the excess and stuff like down here, and then use the extra wax that is kind of left over on my brow with the tweezers. It helps me to be able to pull out the hairs a little bit easier. So
don't worry, I'll show you what I'm talking about in a minute.
Pull your brow upwards so that you can see what you're doing. You're not actually waxing brow, just getting the excess, nothing crazy. Like I said, it's better to be safe than sorry, and you have to go back with tweezers and wax some extra hairs. So pull, and that barely pulled anything out. So I'm gonna have to get a little bit closer. You actually can reuse the strip. If you pull it and nothing comes out, you just have to push down. I didn't really rub enough, I don't think. There, yep, there it is. See, there's only a few hairs on here, honestly, because I didn't want
To get too close.
So now I'm gonna go in with these handy dandy tweezers. But like I said, since there's wax on my brow already, it's making it super easy to pull out because it's like kind of sticking to the tweezers, the hairs. And it's really easy, guys. It's really easy to see like where the line of your eyebrow is so that you don't go too far in and tweeze too much. So now I cleaned it up pretty good down here with the tweezers. Now I have to clean this part. Like if you have like a unibrow, or you just want to keep this part of the eyebrow like shaped really sharp, that's what this part is for. I usually don't get hair growing down here, but so I'm not really gonna touch this down here. There's nothing there, but some people do. So if you happen to get hair down here, you know, do the same step that you did over here. You know, use a little strip and go right here and keep it clean.
Don't go up here. Stay down here. Use the tweezers if you must.
All right, so now we're going to get that unibrow out of here. All right, I don't get too much of like a unibrow, but I like to keep the front of my eyebrow shaped pretty sharp. So we're placing another strip. This is all still from the first strip that I cut. That's why these little Nair packs, they last forever because you literally just have to trim like little pieces.
Like I said, save your money, honey. Do this at home.
Don't go get your eyebrows done for like, you know, I don't even know how much it costs anymore, but it was a lot when I was going to get my eyebrows done. So you rub a dub and pull your skin back and pull. Yup. See what I'm talking about? Nice and sharp. Now I'm finally gonna have to go and cut another piece of, cut that other half of this first piece. Small little rectangle. Just like the first time. And I'm just gonna go ahead, since I already am in the middle of my brow, I'm just gonna go ahead and wax the other side. Same step, go ahead, only wax the excess. Don't go too far into the natural shape of your brow. You will regret it. Rub it and pull. See how much sharper that is?
Now we're getting somewhere. It's starting to look like something, okay?
Okay, so now it's time to do the other side. Okay, so now that I got the major part of both of my brows waxed, I'm gonna just go in with the tweezers and I'm just gonna get the excess stuff that I was too scared to get. Use these little wipes that came in the box and go ahead and they have like oil on them. It's gonna help you remove the excess wax off of your brows. Yes! They're looking good. And now your eyebrows are just laying in place and you're able to see a little bit better, like if you need to go in and pluck a few extra hairs. And now for the part that I absolutely hate. If you have a little bit of mustache or whatever, you can get that now, but it hurts, I'm not gonna lie.
But we don't want to be walking around looking like Chewbacca, so let's get that out of the way.
I'm just scared. Go ahead, you can use the whole strip here. Here's the other side.
Oh my god. Ow. Ow.
All right, so I filled in my brows and here is the finished look. They look really, really good. I'm so happy that I did them because
I was looking crazy.
For a while, I really had to let them grow out because I wanted to do this video for you guys and show you how you can save money and do your eyebrows at home. So that's all for today's tutorial. Make sure you guys subscribe, turn those post notifications on, and look out for my next video because I am posting every single week. Also, I will be revealing the big giveaway that I'm doing soon on this channel. You have to be subscribed and have the post notifications on to enter the giveaway. I'm giving away makeup, skincare stuff, hair stuff, all your beauty essentials. So make sure you guys subscribe right now. Look out for all of that, and I will see you in the next video.
Take me back to Manhattan, back to the city where the magic happens. You wear your suit and tie and I will wear my satin. Where all the lights are bright and we won't even make it back till 3 a.m.